actually write a good script, we need to know what a good script looks like. If you don't know what a good script looks like, you will never be able to prompt AI to tell you what a good script is. So just like how you need to be able to taste food, right, and know what good food tastes like before you can cook, it's the exact same thing, right? You need to know what a good script looks like. So previously, this is what I used to think, okay? What makes a good script, right? I used to think that, hey, a good script is great if the language is incredibly simple, meaning that it's very easily digestible. That means, people can watch it, a wide range of people, a large total addressable market can watch a specific piece of content because the language is incredibly simple, right? And number 2 criteria is, does the script give the audience exactly what they want? And number 3, would you watch this video, right? This used to be exactly how I think about writing a good script, but these days it's kind of a little bit different, okay? Because today with AI, there is more content flooding the channels over and over, right? Now, how I really judge a piece of content is, would I pay $100 to watch this piece of content? Is it worth $100 to the viewer? Because there's lots of AI slop out there, right? There's lots of just like pure AI generated scripts with no editing that's being pushed out there right now, because there's so much of that slop out there. If you kind of like quantify, right, the amount of content out there, the supply is just trending towards infinite, right? And if you look at common market dynamics, demand and supply over here, if supply is infinite, then the value of something goes down, right? But if you can create something in an area of low supply and high demand, and it's extremely worth to the viewer, that means the information that you are delivering is worth $100. The movie that you're making, the documentary that you're making, the information, the entertainment, the editing is worth $100, where, people would go to the cinema and pay for a piece of media to view it. It's the exact same thing here, because it's an experience that you're giving to the viewer. So will the viewer give you $100 to watch your video? And hopefully this video is worth $100 over here. So always ask yourself, would a viewer pay $100 for this level of education or entertainment? If the answer is no, then you're absolutely cooked, right? You gotta redo your video. That means the content is not good enough, right? The very basis, the very script, exactly what you're telling, the entertainment that you're giving has to have a certain level of interestingness, right? That people will want to watch it. So let's get into it. Okay, class in session. Let's go into how exactly to write a script. Let's talk about how to script a video. So the very first step is one that people completely skip, but in reality is the most important. And most people go straight into writing the script, and then they'll decide what the title wants to be. And that's the complete wrong way to go about it, right? I see this mistake even till this day. I preach about this all the time, because you want to determine what the idea or the title of your video is first before you get into scripting the video, because the title sets expectations for the video and the script has to meet those expectations. You cannot meet the expectations without knowing what the expectations are, aka if you don't set the title, you don't know what the expectations are. And if you don't know what the expectations are, you can't really write the hook, or you can't even write, the actual script. So it's kind of like going to your girlfriend's parents' house without your girlfriend telling you what her parents are like. It would be a total disaster, right? Boyfriend will have no idea how to calibrate himself to deal with the parents. So it is super important to understand, hey, what are the expectations that I'm setting? And then you can set those expectations. So before we even write the script, I wanted to figure out the idea and the title. Okay, so in terms of the entire script writing process, it follows this. Okay, super duper simple. Starts with the idea / the title, and then you outline the script, and then you write the hook, and then you script the video, and then you edit the script. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do each individual part. And it starts with the idea. So there are different types of video ideas, okay? And each channel has its own types of YouTube videos that we'll be scripting. So it's important to understand which type of video that we are scripting before we even get into scripting, because we don't want to create the wrong type of video with the wrong angle, because then it's going to have the wrong type of editing, right? So it's super important to think about this. So I'm going to use my channel as an example, this channel that you're watching. In terms of different types of videos that we have full course videos like the one that you're watching right now. So this is a video designed to give value for free and build authority in the space, because when someone sees a full course, you immediately look like the person who actually knows the whole game and not just some random tips, right? So the goal here is to attract high intent viewers. So that means you're trying to attract someone who's willing to watch a 2-hour course, which if you're watching to this point, you're probably going to watch the rest of it because there's actually good sauce there, right? and then you can sell them a product because it is a higher intent viewer. Number two, right, with these full course videos, my kind of intention is that, hey, I can create an evergreen asset that people can, go onto YouTube search, go onto Google search and find. And really these courses tend to perform pretty well because we go super duper in depth. And of course, the content is very well thought out. And number